Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to come to the House floor today to address what I think is a serious issue facing all Americans without regard to race, color, party, region of the country, or anything like that. The issue that I want to talk about is trying to prevent patient deaths. Back in 1998, the statistics show that about 98,000 people a year died from preventable deaths, medical deaths, preventable deaths in hospitals and things like that. That number has grown. We're now at about 200,000 people a year who die in hospitals because of preventable death. That's about 3,800 people every week, basically the equivalent of 2 jumbo jet passenger airplanes crashing and killing all the passengers. Now, the fact of the matter is that this is something that we as a nation need to step forward and do something about. It's something that was in our power to do something about. And the thing that we need to do to prevent these preventable deaths is to coordinate. It is possible to eliminate these deaths. It is possible through a series of measures to even eliminate them completely. But what we need to do is look at this problem, first of all, in a holistic way. There's not one single magic thing that's going to stop all of them, but a series of small things that are going to prevent and eradicate these preventable deaths. The first thing I think we need to do is to come together to figure out how to connect our technology, people, and ideas, and figure out how to cooperate, and most importantly, make a commitment to prevent these deaths from happening. 10 years ago, there was a young woman named Lenora Alexander. She was a healthy 11-year-old girl, and she underwent elective surgery to correct pectus carotineum at a prestigious Southern California hospital. Though the surgery went well, Lenora woke at around 2 a.m. and on the second postoperative night to find Leah dead in bed, the victim of undetected respiratory arrests caused by a drug that were intended to ease her pain. But if Leah had been monitored continuously after the surgery, hospital staff and Lenora may have been alerted, and Leah would probably have been rescued. But there are other sort of preventable deaths that have to do with washing hands, transfer of infections when people are not, when hands aren't washed properly. Monitoring is already pointed out by Lenora's tragic situation. The fact is that Lenora's situation is not unique, unfortunately. The Patient Safety and Science and Technology Summit is a gathering of people who came together to figure out what can we do to solve the problem, going back to that coordination, cooperation that I spoke about earlier. The fact is that at this Patient Safety, Science and Technology Summit, people, trained professionals, came together to figure out what can we do about it. Came together to talk about, yes, technology, but also just more safe procedures to protect and eliminate and save people from preventable deaths. This can happen. These preventable deaths don't have to be there. They're tragedies for the families that suffer them. Imagine going into a hospital for a routine procedure that you don't think is going to be serious, only to get that tragic news that your loved one has passed away in the course of it. So today I want to bring attention, Mr. Speaker, to this situation that is within our power to eliminate and stop. I want to salute the people who attended the Patient Safety, Science, and Technology Summit, who came together to try to bring real attention to this problem. A good friend of mine brought this issue to my attention named Joe Chiani. He's a person who has given a lot of time and attention to try to figure out how we can save families from tragic incidents such as what happened to Lenora's family. And of course, everyone has something that they could do to prevent these serious problems. At the end of the day, our goal should be to make zero the number of deaths in hospitals, make preventable deaths something of the past, and to bring Americans to attention so that we can bring our technology, our procedures, our energy, and our love and attention to trying to make sure that no family suffers these tragic incidents anymore. 200,000 deaths is too many. 1 is too many. 0 should be our goal. let's stop preventable hospital deaths. Thank you very much.
Chair.